All right, hey gang, Nate Bear here, lead technical tactician for Monument Traders Alliance and Trade of the Day. And in today's video, I want to go over the SPY, I want to go over the QQQ, and then I've got a setup that I am looking at that I found using my AI scanning tool, S.A.M, that I want to show you what I'm looking at for this week. All right, so before we get into the pick, let's take a look at the indexes here. And I'm going to clear all these drawings because it just gets a little bit messy, right? So anyway, the indexes here, fresh lifetime high right there on that candle. This is after the FOMC last week where they cut rates by 0.5%. Market likes it. Traders like it. Seems to be that everybody's happy, right? So until something changes, am in buy the dip bull mode. I'm looking at bullish positions wherever I can find them in this environment. And are there going to be bumps along the way? Yeah, absolutely. But I think we are headed towards SPY 600. Will we get there by the end of the year? Maybe, maybe not. Is it going to be volatile? Yes. Is it going to be straight up? No. But I think that's where we're headed. So we'll see what happens, right? With the Qs now, the Qs are a little bit different. The Qs here are not as strong. They have not notched new all-time highs yet. But guess what? I think that's where we're headed. So again, I'm in just buy the dip mode. When there are dips, I'm in bullish mode. I'm looking for bullish setups. I'm doing bullish scanning, and I'm looking for things to go generally higher. Again, not surprised if we have a couple of days where things get a little hairy, but that's to be expected heading into election. But I think generally the theme is going to be higher into the end of the year. And I think that there's an old saying, don't fight the Fed, right? We've all heard it. Don't fight the Fed. The Fed is dovish. Don't fight it. You can lose a fortune trying to pick a top. And I think the path of least resistance is higher. Okay. So with that said, I want to show you guys S.A.M here. Now, if you haven't seen this before, this is our AI scanning tool that we built to look for squeezes in the market. And what I want to do here is let me just refresh so I get the most current data. We're looking at today's data. And I am just going to sort this by S up. Okay. And what this does is it basically brings the cream to the top. It tells me the names that have the most A+ squeezes. Now this is searching the entire S&P 500 right here. Okay, so let's take a look at this first one, DLR. You'll see here that this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 A+ setups, including on the weekly, the 130, the 78, the 1 hour, the 30, right? Squeezes all over the place. So if we look at DLR, let's start with that weekly chart because I think that's interesting. And we look at this, the structure of this, and it's like, wow. I mean, yeah, that looks, doesn't matter what time frame I'm looking at. If we break this level, it looks like we want to go get these highs, right? So from a wide angle view, DLR fits my eye, so to speak, right? So then I start looking a little deeper. Let's zoom in a little bit, and we look at S.A.M here, and we notice that S.A.M says we've got squeezes on all these intermediate time frames, the 130, the 78, the 1 hour, and the 30 minute, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well, let's take a look at this. Well, we've got this sort of really nice cup and handle pattern, and we know that within this, there must be a lot of really nice squeezes. So let's take a look at some of them, the 130 minute here. And I look at this and it's like, wow. Yeah, I mean, that looks really, really, really good. If we zoom out, we can see that, again, that cup and handle structure, right? So my plan for this one is I want to zoom in on this, the handle formation, right? We know this is the handle for the cup and handle. And I want to look and see kind of where the people are. Where's my volume point of control, right? Well, it's right down here at around, we'll call it, what is this? 158.40 or so. Okay. 158.40. So this is the level where above this level, I want to be long. I'd rather buy as close to this level as I possibly can and use a stop sort of, underneath of the entire pattern. So the plan for me is to get long DLR around as close to as possible this 158.40 level. And that is the point of control, the POC for this part of the pattern, the handle part of the pattern. And as far as the options that I'll use, let's pull over DLR, get that out of the way. All right, so DLR here. I'm going to go all the way out to October. I don't need to try and time this with options that expire Friday. I don't need to get cute. I can go out. These options have lots of liquidity. They are perfectly fine, good spreads. And I'm going to go with the $160 calls, again, out into the October monthlies, the 10, 18, 160 calls. So the trade plan then will be to get long around the point of control, to stop underneath the pattern. So stop under, say, 156. And my target is going to be the 1272 extension of this pattern right through here. So it's going to be around 163. And then I have another target at 164.5. All right. That's my plan. That's my play for this week. I'm going to go ahead right now while I'm doing this video so I don't forget. And I'm going to just create a couple alerts in here so that I have them in my system. And that way, if tomorrow I'm driving and DLR falls into my level, or I'm, walking my dog or whatever, I say, hey, oh yeah, DLR, I wanted to buy this off that 159 level, off that 158 level. I'll just go ahead and boop, boop, boop. And I know exactly what to do. I've already done my thinking so that tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday, if I get that alert, I know exactly that I've already done my homework. I know what to do. I know I want into that name, and you just go for it. All right. So that's what I've got for this week. I hope it helps, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good one.